What's up, guys? Jackby Fishing here, and today I'm going to be talking about my top 5 baits for winter bass, because it's approaching and weather's getting colder. We've had some freezing days. It's cold. So I'm going to talk about my top 5 baits for winter bass. This is not, now, we live, northern, we're in Ohio, and I'm not talking about for, freezing. This is for more of a, cold, like 20 degrees cold. Well, it's freezing. I mean, like 32, for like 40 to 32, and then I have 3 baits in here. So my top 2 are 40 to 32, and then I have 3 baits for freezing or close to freezing. So my number 1 bait, this is for if you're in warmer weather, would be something like, a lipless crankbait. So something like this. This is my number 1. So something pretty skinny. And if you want, a lipless crankbait, a regular crankbait, square bill, whatever. But you want it to be pretty thin, so that it's got a thin, it moves in a, pretty straight, thin area. And the reason for that is in this weather, fish are not going to be, zooming all over the place. So it's because, and bats are less likely to chase around something like that. So you want it just to be, really easy to get, just, easy dinner, easy for the bass to grab. So that's number 1. Something like this. Number 2 is also for that type of weather, but, like a jig. Something like this. Stop. This is my number 2 favorite. I'll throw a jig. People don't normally, think, but whatever. So I like to throw a jig. I caught a fish on a jig a few days ago, actually. Just a small one, but, oh no, my shirt, whatever. Yeah, so number 2, a jig. Number 3 is, I actually have it hooked on something right now, but is a, wait, no, this isn't a jig. I was saying jig the whole time, wasn't I? Jerkbait. This is a jig. Throwing something like this with, have it crawfatty or something like that. But I like to throw some yum woolly bugs on there. Match. That's what I'll throw whenever I'm thinking about jigging for winter bass. For me, normally number 1 is the yum woolly bug. Let me just reel all this in, because I got my, okay. Now that's gonna go in here. Number 4 is a fluke style bait, something like this. This one's all beat up. Yeah, something like a fluke. The flukes are normally overlooked when you're talking about winter bass. But I'll throw a fluke anytime. In the winter, anytime. This is just, any fluke style bait will work. I love it. And number 5 is just a trying to think. Yeah, it's just a yum dinger. I had something else, but this will do. So this is 5. Just a yum dinger. Wacky rig. Works great. Something smaller like this. If you're going for bigger fish, you can throw something like, a bigger size like this. But for me in the winter, I'm normally going for something smaller like this. So both of these will work. I just normally go for the smaller one, but you can do whatever. So those are my top 5 baits for winter bassing. The 3, 4, and 5 were for freezing, close to freezing. And number 1 and 2, these two, the jerk bait, not the jig, and the lipless crankbait is what I'll use for something like, close to, or a little warmer, so like 40 to 30, something like that. So those are my top 5 baits for winter bass. So hope you enjoyed this video and see you next time.